Hey everybody, welcome to the Necromunda Battle Report. I'm back today with another hunt as we try out some of the cool new beasts from White Dwarf 458. Specifically, it's going to be the Mutated Ogryn. This big bad mamma jamma is from the Blackstone Fortress Trader Command expansion. And he's got some rules as a brute now in Necromunda. What's really cool is there's a hunt scenario that was released in May of 2020 when we were all kind of staying at home, which allows for some solo play rules for Necromunda. And as we haven't had a chance to get back to the Dark Uprising campaign, I thought it'd be cool to see what's been going on with Captain Roenick as civilization starts to break down in the Hive. And Fortress Precinct 13 comes under siege by more and more dangerous things. So we had a rogue amble breakout of a holding pen. It was probably being harvested to make ambots, but at this point it got loose and had to be hunted down and killed. Corporal Blaine had an amazing outing with his Enforcer bolt gun doing the final shot. They drove it back into a pit a couple times and then it finally climbed out, and as it was about to attack with a sort of like a triangulated fire net and some very risky tactics by Captain Roenick, who put himself on the line for the rest of his men, they managed to slay the beast and dump it back down into the sump, where I'm sure its eggs will cause no end of trouble and it'll all be horribly wrong in the future. But considering the cannibals that are trying to eat everybody, it's probably not so bad. So we're going to descend once again into the bowels of the Underhive to fight another monster. There's a huge mutant Ogryn that's been on the loose, and they have to hunt it down and try and kill it. It's lurking in the shadows. We'll show you the table using some of the cool Zone Mortalis Deadbolt's derelict terrain from Death Ray Designs. I'll show you my current gang, although a couple of my Subjugator spells and Bishop didn't do so well. They got eaten before the rest of the patrolmen managed to put this thing down, and so they are in recovery right now, and then we'll get this underway. So here I am set up once again for the hunt. Now if you haven't checked this out, this is available for free on the Warhammer community website. You can download these rules for solo play, hunting big monsters in the Underhive, and that's what we're going to be embarking upon right now with Precinct 13. So in this mission, the battlefield's set up as normal, so they recommend a 24 by 24 inch board. I'm using the classic, it's called Bad Zone Delta 7. I really like this because it has like the chaosy bits and stuff on it too, for Necromunda. And these are the Deadbolt's derelict MDF columns and walls that perfectly fit it from Death Ray Designs. Now I've already put my doors down, but I am going to get some additional scenery. We're going to have 4 pieces, and we'll throw these down in some interesting areas just to make the battlefield a little bit more dynamic. Like in the middle over here maybe, and then over here. And there's only one player in this, so one loot crate will get placed. Let's chuck a crate down. Oh, I don't know, let's say over here. In the core mission, our bad guy was the Amble, this big fella right here. It's actually an arm bot in the written rules, but I thought it'd be more interesting to have an actual Amble show up and fight us. What we've got here is White Dwarf 458, which has a whole bunch of additional monsters. The one that I was most excited about, because of the nature of our campaign, obviously, is going to be the Mutated Ogryn. There's also a Warp Horror, a Sump Creature, and a Scrap Code Corrupted Arm Bot as well. We're going to try this guy today. He is terrifying. 210 creds, but we're going to give him all the upgrades. So he's got a Power Maul, Horrific Appendages, and Furnace Plates, which means he's got a sweet, sweet save as well. And he's a Murderous Brute. He's got the True Grit skill, and then when recruited, he's going to random Ferocity or Savagery skill. 3 will give him a Ferocity skill, 4 to 6 a Savagery skill. So a Ferocity skill. See which one he gets. It's going to be 4. That's going to be Nerves of Steel, so it can't be pinned. He makes a cool check. He's just going to stand there and get shot a whole bunch. That makes sense. He's pretty punchy. 3+ weapon skill, 5+ ballistic skill, strength toughness 5, 3 wounds, initiative 4, and a 3 attacks, leadership 7, cool 6, willpower 8+, and intelligence 9. Now he'll never break in this scenario because of the rules for the hunt. And he actually doesn't start on the table. We have to find him. He's lurking down here somewhere, so I'm going to put him to one side. Now I can only take 2 kinds of actions at the start of the game, and I have to use Cruise D3+1 custom selection method. So let's see how many Pal Knight Enforcers actually show up. So 2 + 4 is 6 total. Well, unfortunately Bishop and Wells are both having a nap. They got badly injured by the Amble, so it's going to be Roenick and Bradlaw, and then obviously Dante and Corporal Blaine, who are well versed in hunting monsters, will come with us. And I think we'll take Johns with his concussion carbine, And Randall. Too many Enforcer bullet guns today, apparently. And my subjugators didn't stay alive very well, so we're gonna pray for bullets, not shields. I can pick a gang tactic, or I can draw. Now, last game, I had one where I got to auto-pass a cool check, and one where I got to snap fire. I think I'm just gonna take reaction fire again, because reaction fire feels like it's gonna be so important to not losing this mission. Another cool option would be Blazing Fury, though, because I could do simple shoot actions instead of having it be basic, and shoot twice with my bolt guns. No, I think reaction fire is more important because it's going to show up out of the shadows. That's what we're taking again. It got us the amble kill last game. It kept us from getting wiped out. So here's my crew. Now they deploy all within 3 of the middle of the table. And the only actions they can take until this guy shows up are going to be to either move, crawl, which is a move basic action, or they're going to be able to covering fire, which means they watch for something to show up, or they're going to search. Now, if I search, I make an intelligence test. If I pass, I gain a search token. If I fail, I get a blunder token. And then I roll d6 in this table. On a 1, it just charges me out of the shadows. On a 2 to 3, it appears behind the guy searching, which I used to set up like a crossfire last game. And then on a 4 to 7, what's that? It shows up like near me, but I can see it. And then, sorry, it doesn't show up at all, rather. But I have to make an ammo check for all my covering fire guys, because they potentially just like shoot at the shadows and stuff. And on an A+, I find it. The thing about last game is I can actually group activate too, which means I can cover with people and also do my searches. So I think I'm gonna start grouping people up and have Blaine lead one group, and then have the man, the legend that is Captain Roenick lead another. And so we're gonna go like that. We're gonna have Roenick and Randall hang out with Bradlaw, and then Johns, you're on your own. Maybe John. No, Johns, you're on your own, and Blaine, you're gonna hang out with everybody else. Or Johns, maybe you could search. In the elevator, and so it's first turn. Now there's no initiative in this. We just start activating. Everybody gets a ready token, and we start doing our actions. I think, having learned his lesson, Blaine's gonna activate first, but he's gonna group activate with Johns and send John somewhere as well. So Blaine's gonna go first. He's gonna go step out here 5 inches with his back to the wall, and then he's gonna covering fire. Don't worry, Johns, I got your back. Just go yell a bunch. And then Johns is gonna go. And sorry, we're gonna use these markers for covering fire. Johns is just gonna back out and go, what do you mean? And like keep talking to Blaine. What do you mean I should go stand over here? Brought the rookies for this job. All right, Johns, you're gonna search. Do a good job. Try not to die. This makes an intelligence test. Intelligence 7. This is gonna go great, Johns. Everyone likes you down at the precinct. 7+. We get it. So we get a token. Search token rather, and we get to roll now a d6 and add +1 to this roll, so hopefully it doesn't go horribly wrong. It doesn't go horribly wrong. Roll a 7, man. If we got one more search, we would actually found it. So a 7 means that we shoot blindly, so I have to make an ammo check for you, unfortunately. Hopefully you don't run out of bullets, because you're gonna shoot a shadow. You don't make an ammo check, you're fine. So we're all right. I shouldn't say you make an ammo check, you roll an ammo or firepower die, and if you roll an ammo check, you have to make one. Basically, you just start spending bullets. So, next we're gonna go with you, and you're gonna walk 5 here, Randall. Over to here, also back to the wall, and you're gonna covering fire with Blaine, because Blaine knows what's up. You're gonna listen to anybody, it's gonna be him. And then I think, wow, do we search again? Yeah, I think we do. I think we go with the boss, because we don't need to group activate anymore. Now we're gonna go with you first. We're gonna wait for you because you might need to shoot somebody later. We're gonna go with the boss, and he's gonna walk over to here, and then he's gonna shoot. By shoot, sorry, I mean search. He has an intelligence of 6+, so we could get a bonus to this roll because he's pretty smart. He knows what's up. 11. He's playing possum. He's doing it. He's playing like he doesn't know what's going on. All right, so we're +2 to this roll now. So at least we know we can't get ambushed immediately. And we roll a 6, roll an A+, we find it. There it is. The active fighter spots the rogue or ambot in the darkness, so we hit the guy. Anywhere in the battlefield, so it's no more than 6 from the active fighter. Every fighter with the given cover marker can immediately perform a shoot basic action with a -2 to hit, though. So nowhere, it can't be anywhere with cover, so we're going to put it over here, I think, and within 6. Light turns on and it was just standing there in the corner. So it's within 6 of me, and these 2 guys can now try and shoot it. So we've smoked it out by playing like we didn't know what was going on. So first Blaine. He's -2 to hit, but he's +1 for being in 12 inches. And that means he'll be hitting on a 3+, goes back down to a 5+. Get that Enforcer bolt gun going. Yeah, he hits him twice. 5s to wounds, toughness 5 against his strength 4. Blaine is the monster hunter extraordinaire. Nothing. Try again with you, Randall. So now you're going to be on a 4+, +1 for range, -2 for it having appeared. So 5+ as well. Oh my god, you got it, but you have to make an ammo check. Now it's a 5 to wound with your Enforcer bullet gun. You got it again. And it's got furnace plates and it's in the front arc. So +1 to its save means it's got a 6-up save. 6 up goes to 5 up, goes back down to 6. No, fails save, 2 damage. Okay, so it's going to take 2 wounds unless it passes an initiative check right now, in which case it's going to go back into the shadow, like you can imagine, like bust through the wall or bust through this door or whatever and just disappear. 4+. Yep, he just bamfs away again, but he's taking a wound. It reduces all the damage he takes this turn to 1, and he bamfs out back into the darkness. The only time we successfully searched so far. Both are covering fires. All right, well, I think maybe it's your turn here, Mr. Man. So you're gonna, I think, walk over to this corner. You don't know where it's gone, but you're gonna go covering fire. Walk over to here and covering fire. Now you don't want to block the door. It's time to search again. Where do you run to? So we're gonna go 5 and head over with Bradlaw. I mean, we got lucky this round. Maybe we can find it again. Make an intelligence test to see if we get another search marker. Bradlaw's intelligence of 7+. And he passes. We have 3 search markers now, because it ran away somewhere. The amble, because I could just envision it like tunneling through the floor. I'm not sure what the Ogryn's doing right now. Maybe he's warp jumping around. +3 to this roll. +3. Oh my god, I got it again. 8. Anywhere within 6, we'll put him over here. And he can't be in cover. Fire with a covering fire, so -2 to hit, but then +1 for short range. So that's Randall, and that means he's on a 5 as well. So 5+. Oh, did I make the ammo check for him? I didn't make an ammo check for this guy. Ammo check right now. No, he's out of ammo. Uh-oh. Let's try and take a shot, though. What happens? Get him, Randall. You missed. Well, and now it's going to activate, because it always activates, even though that was my last turn. So I'm going to spend my reaction fire shot now on Randall, and we're hopefully going to save his life here. So 1 shot, +1 to hit, in the open. It goes before it acts. Let's see if I can plug him again. Come on, Randall, you can do this. Shoot him. This was the trap we set. On a 3, we hit, but only once. We're on a 5+. No, it charges Bradlaw and goes 5 + 5 into melee. Bradlaw, you're going to get attacked 3 times, and I think it will use its horrific appendage, which is way scarier than the power maul, because the parries aren't really important here. So it's going to be 3 attacks, charged for 4, making the hits on 3, so 2 hits, strength 5. His toughness is 3, so a 3+ to wound. Wounded once. He's got armored undersuit and layered flak, which means in the front arc, he's got a 4+ save, goes to a 5. Make that 5+ armor save. He does! Oh, for the Emperor! Actually fight back with our SLG Assault Ram. Terrible weapon skill, 4+. So we're +1 hit though, why not? Let's see if we can do this. Or sorry, +2 to wound rather. We didn't have to turn, so no minuses hit, so it's a 4+. We missed. We didn't lose anybody, and we're in melee. Oh my god. So he's gonna go every time now, unfortunately. Oh god. Yeah, well, new turn. Everybody gets a ready marker. We didn't have to make a freak out test at least. Oh, and I need to see if, he has spring up, but let's see if he actually passed his cool check. He was fine. He just sprung up and charged. He actually would have been pinned from getting shot with a reaction fire there, which would have kept him from charging, but he has Nerves of Steel, so he's fine. I would actually say give automatically all the monsters Nerve of Steel in this, because if you don't give it to them, they're just gonna get knocked down a lot, and it's gonna be way less interesting of a game. They give the Armbot spring up in the whatchamacallit, in the solo expansion, and I feel like that's just a good little house rule for when you're playing with your own monsters, because when you use your own monsters, it's not really taking into account the fact that they're playing solo. Bradlaw, you are definitely outclassed here, and he's gonna go immediately after this and just fight you, so I feel like we just ready with somebody. Yeah. And the boss gets ready to charge next turn. Yeah, the boss is going to walk over. He's going to go 5. And stand there, and then ready. Doesn't really do anything for his second action, but that's okay. And it's going to attack Bradlaw again, so immediately the Chaos Ogryn, as we know, he is Mr. Troubles. Mr. Troubles is going to hit with his claw. 3 attacks. No bonus for charging now on 3s. Bradlaw takes it 3 times, and then strength 5 against toughness 3. 3s for wounds. 3 5-up save. Strength 4 for the layered carapace and the armored undersuit. -1 for the horrific appendage. He passes 2 of them. Oh my god. Well, he still has to take 2 injury rolls because it's damage 2, which is not great. And he is super mega ultra down. For injury rolls this time, what happens in the lasting injury table? Red is high because of blood. 36, he goes into recovery. He's face down. I should stand up Bishop and Wells though, because they're ready after this game. And he will automatically disappear at the end of a round if he's not in melee now. He does not consolidate. He always coup de grace if he has the option. Consolidate anyway, because you can't go with an inch during consolidate. So unfortunately, we lost Bradlaugh. And that means we're gonna have to make a nerve check here and here and here. We'll start with the boss though, because then everyone else will pass. His cool is 6+. Keep them together, Roenick. We're good. Cool check passed. Everybody else passes because he's the leader. Well, Randall, you're going to do what Randall do and try and drive this guy away now. So you're just going to aim for your first skill and then blast him with your Enforcer bolt gun. Aim, then shoot. You're point blank, so +1. And that means you'll be hitting on a 3. 3+. Let's see if we can do it. Negative. Failed. So now he's going to charge you. Ha! Does he? Yes, he is, because he's close. So when he goes with the horrific appendage, starts making the stabs. 4 attacks now, because he's mad. You shot him a bunch on 3s. And then 3s again, strength 5. Oh god. Alright, well he's got his layered undersuit, armored undersuit and flak armor. So his 5+ goes to a 6. Nope. It'll be fine. It's only 6 injury dice. What could go wrong? I mean, that crab claw can't be that dangerous, right? It's enough flesh wounds that you're gone dangerous, and also you're down. So he has to coup de grace. And what happened to Randall? Oh boy. Randall, red dice is high. 45, that's gonna be another go into recovery. You never send a boy to do a Corporal Blaine's work. As we know, he's a gosh darned Groxual Tyrannosaurus. So that's going to be another shot at short range, and then no aim this time, so a 3+. See if we can blast him with the Enforcer bolt gun. Get him, Corporal Blaine. He does twice even. Next to wound though, strength 4 against toughness 5. Oh, he gets him once, and then he gets a 6-up save. Actually, gets a no save because this isn't in the front arc from his furnace plates. So it's just 2 damage. If he can make that 4+ initiative check, he'll go back in the shadows with 1 wound left. Otherwise, he's done. Did you do it, Blaine? No, he's driven back into the shadows, but he's only got 1 wound left. Oh yeah, Randall dying forced another cool check over here. Did we make it on the boss's cool? Yes. Let's see if we can get some bullets back. We're just gonna walk with you, and you're gonna back up to here, and just wait for your second action. And then you're gonna walk 5 and go check this loot crate. In the crate! Ammo! Well, maybe next turn that's gonna help. Let's hit up some ready markers. And we can do 1 more wound on this guy. Right, well, it worked before, maybe we can do it now. We're gonna have Blaine head back over here and get ready to party. He's gonna go on lookout. We're gonna do much the same thing over here. He's gonna stand back, go on lookout. Dante's gonna go over here, and then he's gonna make a reload action. He's gonna have 2+ right now because of that ammo cache. Heck yeah, we're reloaded. Roenick, you can do this again. You're gonna take a walk 5, and you're gonna do a search. This works the second time. So he's gotta make another intelligence check to see if he can call this guy. Here, Ogryn. He passes, so he gets +1 to the roll, and gets a 6. He's gonna make an ammo test. Here, we're good. Here, we're good. Ammo dice, rather. But it doesn't show up. We didn't call it to the depths. New turn? I guess we do it again. Everybody's just gonna ready up. Everybody likes where they are right now. And Roenick's gonna make another intelligence test. He's gonna play possum around this thing. Oh, where could you be, Ogryn? Where could he be? Intelligence check. He needs to roll a 6 again. No, he fails this time, so he's -1 to the roll. We almost want this to happen. 2 to 3 with a -1 now. It'll show up behind me. Nah, it's a 5. We have to make other ammo checks again. We keep shooting the darkness. You're fine. For Blaine, you're fine. And for you, you're fine. We all set up again. Oh, Mr. Ogryn. Here, Ogryn. Intelligence check. Fail this again. No, he passes. He's +1 to the roll. If I roll a 1 or a 2, it's going to show up behind me. Yeah, it shows up behind me. Within 3, pops out of the grate. He's calling it names. He's using harsh language and terrible slang terms for Ogryns. Crab hands and Zoidberg and stuff. And so then we get to shoot with all these guys, but it's going to be a -3. -3 plus 1, so -2 overall. So it's only going to hit on 6s. Let's try for you. You got your concussion gun, concussion carbine. See if we can do it. Doesn't use this at all, Ash, so what are you doing? Misses. Oh, sorry, you're going to use your stub gun, actually, which would be +2 to hit on a 5, because you're not going to try and blast everybody with the concussion gun. For him, on a 6, nope. And then for Blaine, the Slayer of all Ogryns. Yeah, of course he hits it twice. Absolute hero Blaine. Kill before I can kill the boss. On 5s. Yeah, you hit it once. Can you wound this thing now? On a 5+ Blaine, right in the eye. Yeah! I just realized I should have made a broken test in the last round. I was fine. Mattered for the minuses to hit, although the 6, I would have had to roll again to see if that 6 actually hit him, but I passed my broken check. Because I'd be -1 to hit than if I was broken. And then, does he make his save? 6+. 6+. Hot dice? No. So 2 damage. Doesn't matter if he makes his initiative check or not, though, because he's going to be downed. Is he totally downed? What happens? Last wound. He's downed. Does he recover at the end of the round? Does he bleed out? He stays down, which means next turn we just charge him in coup de grace. Who do I want to have get the experience? You. You played possum twice. Get him and kick him in the legs. Roenick's going to get the kill this time. We'll have Dante, Blaine, Roenick get extra experience, as does Johns. So Roenick's going to get the bonus for Brute, the bonus for surviving, and then D3. Oof, so 5. We'll have another 2d6 times 10, 90 more, so 190 in the stash right now, back at the precinct. And our rep goes to 4, because we managed to slay 2 monsters. Good job. So these fellas get to go back to the precinct. Unfortunately, Randall and Bradlaugh are both now in recovery. Bishop and Wells, though, recovered at the station for last game, and we've successfully done some monster hunts. So I really can't recommend this highly enough. I think it's going to be a fun thing for any number of models, but the Sump Horror, I think, is a really good one, and the Warp Horror, too. I wish I had a copy of Rogue Trader. I don't actually have a copy of that game, because the models are so cool, and they're so perfect for Necromunda, the Rogue Trader and her gang. And I'm considering making a Sump Beast. There's a bunch of different cool models. I really like the one they made out of the Carolian King's Deep Mare and like the Charybdis head. I think that looks really, really cool, but there's a lot of different things you could do. A giant spider, like a Sump Spider, because you could make, the Sump Beast rules are for 3 different Sump creatures. And like you can upgrade them with different like mutations and stuff. So it's pretty flexible as far as what model you want to use. Give me some suggestions. I'd like to hear what you guys think as far as Sump Beasts, because I think they're a great addition to this. And you can even hire them as like a gang pet, passed down from generations, which I think is awesome. So there you go, at the end of the encounter, managing to slay the Mutant Ogryn. Captain Roenick and his men heading back to their Precinct 13 to try and, I guess, wait out the uprising that's happening, the Dark Uprising. I'm really hoping I'll be able to get back with Chris soon and continue our campaign with the second half as society crumbles and he brings his corpse grinders in for more games. Because I've been missing Necromunda, and I'm glad that it's kind of digging through White Dwarf and those solo rules and doing the stuff I did with Realm Quest made me think of this and give it a shot, not just with the models that were suggested in the little rules packet, which again is linked below if you want to check it out, but also this additional stuff in White Dwarf, because there's tons of fun things in my collection I can play with. And of course, as it was the holidays when I was filming this, this was a perfect sort of like, oh, I got an evening to go record, I'm going to catch up on some filming and then go spend time with my family. This is the perfect kind of thing for while you're on your holidays. So I hope you enjoy this. We'll see you next time for more Necromunda. Till then, I'm Ash. I hope you enjoyed that video. If you want to support the channel, of course, like and subscribe and hit the little bell below to get notifications when I post future content. I do post stuff 7 days a week. If you want to support the channel further, you can, of course, buy a t-shirt through Spreadshirts, buy a measuring gauge or objective markers from Death Ray Designs, or, of course, most importantly, there is Patreon. Patreon is what makes all this possible, keeps the lights on, pays for the studio costs, pays for the equipment, model costs, and everything else, and most importantly, puts food in my kids' bellies and a roof over their heads. Big thanks to everyone, past, future, who supported me. I do this stuff because of you guys, and of course, I will continue doing it as long as I can.